Hello and welcome back to Quantum Suicide. On the last episode, we had our trust betrayed by Nicholas, and the choice wasn't simply if we press the button or not, it's simply if we kick out Nicholas or not. If we kicked him out, we press the button out of frustration, and we get killed by an alternate version of the captain, or we don't get kicked out, we don't kick him out, and we haven't had any other choice, so I'm assuming it's going to be Nicholas or ourselves who is the vampire, and that is the last we have to do before we should have all the pieces to the password. If not, means I've missed it somewhere, and we're going to have to go on a scavenger hunt. Anyway, so we've just woken up these two. At first I was relieved that Nicholas was saving me from his sister's wrath, but then I remembered what family I was dealing with here, and tempered my expectations somewhat.
Tisk.
Oh, I'm glad this is settled.
Nicholas watched her carefully as she unwillingly retreated back to her room.
Shall we take this elsewhere?
Sure, why not? So you can drug me again? I nodded furiously, keen to get away as far away from the room and its angry contents as possible.
The rec room should be free right now. I am quite fond of the armchairs.
Should be, but that doesn't mean it will be. A comfy armchair was just what I needed in my jelly legs right about now. For my jelly legs. Nicholas took a seat and then signaled with his hands I should take a seat across from him.
Now, one thing I agree with Beatrix on is that I hope you have a very good reason for waking me.
We don't. We shouldn't even woke you. We should have woke up someone else. I promise you.
Is it medical in nature?
Not quite. I guess it does concern the health of everybody on board the ship ultimately, though.
Oh?
I saw that I piqued his interest. That's a good way to phrase it, I guess. Though most people would still say, then why did you wake me, sort of thing, and just kind of be bothered by it. It's about my parents' watch, and their research into dimensional travel. I handed the watch over to Nicholas, who delicately turned it over, inspecting it with great interest.
So, am I right to assume that these green lights indicate that the device has been activated somehow?
I think so.
Very interesting.
Thank you. Nicholas handed the watch back to me and folded his arms. All focused now on me.
So, why am I here?
I haven't pressed the button since it's become active.
And why does this concern me, of all people?
I guess I just want a second opinion. I don't know. If you were me, would you press it? Well, again, we could just say that we don't know how this will affect someone's health once we do press it. But I'm gonna say, would you press the button?
Playing hypotheticals, are we?
Just tell me what you would do.
You want me to reaffirm the choice you have already made, do you not?
I guess that's what we're doing? Yeah. No,
Yes, you do. You are asking me in the hopes that I too will say I would not have pressed the button.
Fine. Let's say you're right. Would you have?
In all honesty, I do not know. Hypotheticals, although interesting experiments, are never a good basis for practical application.
I suppose. Okay, to explain.
Choices made in our minds are not choices at all. They have no bearing on the physical world until you act on them. That aside, none of this matters anyway.
Why not? I thought this was one of the most important decisions I would make in my life. Nicholas looked at me, smiling warily.
You have already made your decision.
What could you possibly mean? Okay, is it a meta joke, the fact that we didn't get a choice of pressing it or not?
You already chose not to press the button. Whatever your reasoning may have been, it's already been done. You need to trust yourself more.
Well, we could still say we planned to press the button. We just need a medical professional to watch out for any health issues. But how?
But nothing. If a time comes when you should push the button, that decision should be yours and yours alone.
Why? What if I'm wrong?
Right and wrong are subjective. I will support whatever decision you make, simply because it is your decision.
Sounds wrong. Nicholas's unconditional support almost brought tears of gratitude to my eye. Why? It's the most unhealthy logic that I've heard from Nicholas to memory. To think that a minute ago I was ready to strangle him for being so impenetrable. What?
Now, I hope you will support my decision to return to my quarters for some much-needed sleep.
No, you don't deserve it. As I nodded my head... What? As I nodded my assent... Cool. And Nicholas got up, inclined to head in response, but left. Well, and left. I should probably get some sleep, more sleep too. The next round of the Deletion game will require every advantage I can get. Back in my room, I placed the pocket watch on the open bedside table drawer and retired to bed. Any worries of the new revelations of the pocket watch would prevent sleep and were immediately proven unfounded. Cool.
Good morning, my most eager beavers. Today is, of course, the long-awaited round of the Deletion game Vampire Children. If you could all please make your way to your individual quarters, I will be selecting my vampire.
Cool. What? I jerked up at the right position to check the time. It was 7 a.m. Moments later, Di appeared in front of me.
That's a great idea!
What is?
Catching up on your beauty sleep, of course.
There's more to me than just my appearance, Di.
That's what ugly people tell themselves to make them feel better. Good for you, ugly.
That sounds backwards. Like the idea that dumb people, but pretty people, they're the ones who have more than their appearance. Because, it doesn't work if it was oh, there's more to me than just my intellect, sort of thing. And then say, oh, no, you're stupid. It doesn't work that way. I'm just woken up. I wasn't yet mentally fortified enough to handle this. If you came to insult me, mission accomplished, and you can leave now.
Aww.
Dad looked at me with a sorrowful puppy dog eyes.
Come on. I'm just playing around with you.
No, well, doesn't look like puppy dog eyes. So you take back that bit about me being ugly?
Well, I'm not going to go that far.
Well, made the ugliest face I could muster and held it until Di's exploded. Held it until Di exploded with laughter.
Okay, fine. You're not ugly. You just have a beauty that very few people understand.
No, you're just saying that.
In all seriousness, I only make fun of you because I like you so much.
Makes sense. Really.
Yup, and I'm here to prove it.
Are we the vampire? How?
By giving you the best role for the Vampire Children game, of course.
So I'm human?
No, I said that I like you.
Oh, you're confessing to me? Oh, wait, so I'm the vampire?
Of course you are. My favorite little bloodsucker.
I struggle to see how that's a good thing. Di seemed immediately confused by my statement.
Being the vampire is the best role by far.
If you're stealthy enough, sure. How?
Well, not only do you get to kill people in the game,
Not a good start.
but you also get to murder someone in real life, too.
I mean, you are in control of who dies, basically. Why would anyone besides you want to do that?
Ugh. Would you rather be the one getting murdered? I can arrange that for you if you want.
I decided that silence was the best answer to that one.
That's what I thought. Get out there and make Mama Die proud.
Mama Di.
I made you, which makes me the elder vampire. Go forth and multiply, my child.
It makes sense. That logic makes sense. I still don't like how it's phrased.
Guess that means I'm going to be Grandma Die very soon. I'm so excited, but at the same time, I still look too young and beautiful to be a grandmother.
It's kind of how vampires work, though, doesn't it? I sighed, only half listening to Di at this stage. I was too preoccupied thinking about how I could turn this to my advantage. We could press the button on the watch, leave the game with no vampire. We don't die. The crew doesn't die. Everyone wins. Well, I say we don't die. We don't know where we're going to teleport to, do we? Di was busy entertaining herself by pretending to be old. She hunched over and hobbled towards the door.
So long, dearie. Make sure to wear Granny's home knitted cardigan. It's getting chilly out.
Cool. Could use some work. Minutes later, Dice Voice came up with the PA system.
Thank you all for your cooperation. You are now free to pass the time as you please. The game will commence in 2 hours. Good luck!
Now, great, now what? Okay. Okay, Brain, first things first. Should I partner with someone? Okay. I want to see what happens if we go solo, so I'm going to save... This one I think is the oldest. There we go. Try solo. No one I can trust is me. I can't risk it. I'm the vampire. Felt terribly lonely saying that out loud, but the safest approach didn't make me feel any better about it. Because, I mean, we can't get betrayed. Oops. Before the game starts, I should shower. Cool. Making my way down the hallway making my way down the hallway was tough going with all the lights off. Hello, Die, anyone? As I continued walking, I saw that one room had a light on, looked like the dining hall. I made a cautious approach.
I'm glad you finally arrived.
Oh, cool. What the hell happened here? Die sitting at the head of the table. It doesn't look like the head. At the head of the table, the entire crew draped over the length. Blood pooled on the surface and dripped in a rhythmic plink onto the floor. The still body of the Captain and Nicholas flanked Die. Are they dead? I ran down Nicholas' side and checked for a pulse. My fingers slipped on the slick of the blood of his coat. Nothing.
Why did you do this?
I crawled over to Beatrix, frantically trying to check her vitals, but my hand shook uncontrollably. I couldn't. Tears obliterated my vision as I approached the tiny form of Melody.
I don't like liars.
Okay, then. But you know we didn't, because you could probably check things. I'm not lying. Why would I do this? What did you gain from this? You have the sick deletion game already. Why kill everyone? I cocked her head in confusion.
Me? Kill everyone?
Who else could have done this?
Well, firstly, I can't stabby people. Remember? No physical presence.
Good, yeah. Good point. That's why you're the most innocent, I guess. But we didn't do it. So the captain's here. The evil captain. The crazy captain. Because I'm not going to say any of them are good ones. Her hands passed through Nicholas, making a point in a grisly fashion.
Second, my programming prevents me from harming the captain in any way.
Why? Why? It's because the parent made it, didn't it? Yeah. If this was true, then she was right. She couldn't have been the one responsible, no matter how bad it looked when I walked in. So if you didn't kill him, then who?
I have the exact same question. There's no one else alive on this ship. Interestingly enough, I was preparing for the upcoming game when I forced her way to the front, and during that time, this.
You think I did this?
Impossible and absurd. Even if we had the ability to touch people, she's too much of a goody two-shoes to kill people in cold blood, especially children.
Then who do you think did this?
I don't think anything. I know who did this.
Tell me.
You.
I can guarantee you it wasn't me.
If you're the only person on the ship left alive, it doesn't take a genius to work it out.
Yeah, but we're working on multi-dimensional travel, so kind of more factors than you've taken into account. But
the mission is over.
No,
Let me thank you for your time and relieve you of your post.
No. Yeah.
I enjoyed our time together, honestly. Killing so many of you was fun, but we're both surplus to requirements now.
What are you doing, Di?
Nothing.
Oh, what does that mean? Cool. System requirement, life force.
You
okay.
killed us all. Congratulations are in order, I suppose. You truly are a greater monster than I could ever hope to be.
That is a really good line, I think. Di gave a smile of camaraderie as she slowly dematerialized, leaving me alone for the bodies of the crew. Di's voice rang out over the PA system one last time.
Goodbye.
I died. Hooray. Okay. And how's this different if we get someone to partner with? It's becoming clearer and clearer that winning the game I need a partner in crime. But who's the best candidate? It's going to go Nicholas, obviously. I don't know why. Ooh, if we go Vladimir, we'll guarantee that, if we go Vladimir, we can guarantee you'll keep Melody safe. He's good friends with my parents, and now with me. We have to help him for sure. I arrived at his family quarters to find Melody drawing together.
Good morning.
Melody went off like a firework when she saw me.
Monkey!
Good morning to you, Melody.
I'm drawing animals. Wanna join me?
Not really. We need to talk to your father. It sounds really fun. I was hoping I could actually speak with Dad first, though.
Aww, okay.
She was disappointed, but as she was a young, resilient child, her disappointment didn't last long.
Sweetie, how about you draw me a hippo while I speak with...
She nodded, and her eyes going back to her page, intensely focusing on her new task. Vladimir and I stepped out into the hallway. We're in the hallway.
What is it?
We're gonna get a call. I came to ask you help for today's game. Fleeting panic swept across Vladimir's face when he realized what I was asking for him, swiftly becoming remorse.
I'm sorry. I just can't.
Why not?
I can't do anything that puts Melody at risk. She's my #1 priority, and I need to protect her above all else.
But there's a good chance we could win.
I can't risk it. Sorry. Again.
But
I won't tell the others, but I'm not helping. That's my final word.
I respect it, man. You know, you gotta look. You're the only one in here that hasn't been weird. So yeah, go for it. I mean, Yoshiki's weird, but he's been like a wholesome kind of weird, so he gets second place. Vladimir attempted to comfort me by placing a hand on my shoulder, but I pulled away in disgust. He gave me a sour look before retreating back into his room. I stormed back to my room, quite unsure how to proceed, with my situation looking truly dire. I arrived to find I waiting in my quarters.
We need to speak.
Okay.
I do not have long.
Meeting in the
Meet me in...
ship suddenly was thrown into darkness. I die. Okay, anyone? Oh, is this the same thing? It is. Okay. Ooh, wrong one. Load, there we go. Hurry. Let's load this data. If we go for right, Shizuka, because the other two were a thing, right? On the bridge together, and the captain. Cool. Could wait. Cool. Anyway, maybe we're to the bridge. Approach the entry. Could hear Shizuka and the captain speaking.
We need to approach this as a unified front.
Oh?
You know very well that this is the best course of action.
And why should I trust you?
Captain, please. You have to trust me for old time's sake.
Is this about... You're not the real captain.
Very well. But know that if you betray me, I will see to it personally that Dai is the least of your worries.
Yeah, enough with the threats. That won't happen anyway because I know I'm right.
Okay, then, so you two are teaming up.
Very well. How should we proceed then?
If anyone tells you that they're the vampire, agree to partner with them. But then tell me, and we will ensure that they are the ones who lose.
How should I inform you discreetly?
How about... Before the game starts, tell me that our current plotted course needs to be recalculated, and that means you know the identity of the vampire.
A sound plan.
All right, I need to get back. We don't want anyone seeing us together.
Too late. I suddenly heard footsteps heading towards me without a second thought. I ran back to my quarters as fast as I could. I rode to find I in my quarters.
We need to... I do not have long.
Cool, thrown in the darkness. We were just with the captain. Anyway, is it going to be the same if we captain with someone I can trust? Is this not going to be the same? United Front.
You know very well that...
And why should I...
Captain...
I can't
Very-
skip this.
Yeah. And
Very well.
if anyone tells you that...
It's-
How should I... A sound...
All right.
We need to speak. I do not have...
Cool. So those two are the same. So the correct answer, unfortunately, is Nicholas. Cool. Anyone else on the ship? Vital. It's not much to say, but anyway. Quarters.
Oh, and what do we have here?
Hi, Beatrix. I was hoping that I could have a word with Nicholas in private.
Sorry, sailor. We're a package deal.
Yeah, that's fair. But
Whatever you have to say, you can say to both of us. If you truly trust me, you know that I trust my sister with my life and would ask you to do the same.
Yeah, honestly, working as a 3, we tried to do it with Vladimir, but, yeah, I can trust the both of them if it's guaranteed to keep both of them alive. I hesitated, but I nodded when I realized that it was the only way that I was going to have clear my throat and swallow it hard. I'm the vampire.
Oh, Sailor.
I want to ask Nicholas to be my partner. Nicholas smiled, clearly seemed moved by my proposal.
I must say, a very poor choice of Vogel there.
She did her best to appear offended, but she couldn't maintain it for very long.
It's a pity, but I can't deny you have exceptional taste in men, Sailor.
Beatrix, chortled? Cool. Making me turn several shades pinker than I was comfortable being.
Thank you for telling us. It means a lot that you trust us with this information, considering how it literally could mean your life or death.
Yeah, I nodded solemnly. This I already knew. I felt better after hearing his voice of approval.
However, I think we will need to approach this game in a more lateral way than I probably planned for.
Huh?
What do you mean?
The crew will expect Beatrix and I to partner, regardless of our roles.
True. If we were vampires, we would partner. And if we were human, we would do the same.
Exactly. If we were to act any differently, we would garner suspicion.
Yeah. What do you suggest?
I suggest that we work as a team of 3.
How do we do that?
Unfortunately, just playing as Bonnie and Clyde will not be enough to secure victory here. We'll have to play this smarter.
What do you suggest?
In round 2, one of us will breed with her, and the other will breed with her first-round victim.
That means we choose who dies?
Nicholas nodded. How does that work?
The first person you breed with will become a vampire unknowingly, and so will produce no human babies. They will be sentenced to death when we claim our victory.
That feels wrong, to consciously killing someone. They both ignored me.
Vladimir and Melody will certainly breed together, so they're out.
So, we get to decide whether the captain or Shizuka will die.
Fair enough.
The captain. Hands down.
Yeah, she's kind of crazy. The less of her on the multiverse is kind of safer for everyone.
I completely disagree. The captain is vital to the mission. Shizuka is disposable.
Nicholas.
Yeah, but...
You decide.
I mean...
Choose who you will breed with first, and, by doing so, sentence to death.
Well, yeah, if we kill the captain, then it just means Dai's gonna kill us, so... I can't.
You have until the game begins to make your decision. Beatrix and I will respect your choice no matter who it is.
As much as I want to agree with Beatrix, Nicholas is right. It's safe
It's
to
best
get rid
that you leave now, so the crew doesn't get suspicious.
Nicholas walked over to me and held my face. What? What? Nicholas walked... Okay. Tilting it to meet his eyes.
I know this is hard for someone with such a strong sense of morality, but you have to cast that aside for the greater good right now. There is time to mourn the lost later.
Yeah, but this one's different, because this game is actually us directly choosing who dies. I nodded, my mind already running rampant with guilt. I hadn't even made my choice yet.
Thank you for sharing with us. For sharing with me. Know that you have saved us, and that we do not easily forget a gesture like that.
Yeah. However, for a moment my guilt vanished and I lost Nicholas's reassuring smile.
Now go. We will await your decision and react accordingly.
Yeah, but you could also just betray us. Nicholas gently kissed me on the forehead and pushed me gently out. Cool.
Now go.
Okay. Oh, it's the fate that I skipped, okay. I almost fell over despite Nicholas pushing me extremely light. I stood dazed for a moment before I eventually clicked my wits and hang back to prepare myself.
We
Cool.
need to... I do
morning.
not have long.
I stepped to the... okay, cool. Quarter ones, which serve room, which we don't know the
She
password
is
for.
I discovered that the... You...
Cool.
This is... Once...
Anyway,
You always...
I have no idea. The screen suddenly shut off, and... Oh, what's that light? Okay, cool. No response, still nothing. Die, anyone? Everyone did
I'm
again.
glad you finally...
Okay. My death. Oh, wrong one. Chapter 3. How do I jump, don't jump? Beatrix's death. Is this what we're missing? Right, Astra. Adds. So it's only the ones where we die. Aspera. Yeah, like. Okay, so we're missing a third option here. We're also missing Hitachi, someone else dying, bidding wars. What? Unless that's just like a glitch. Let's skip through all this. Skip that one. That one, there we go. Got the rules.
I am most suited for the.
What'd your mother like? Asked about the mother. The Pocket Watch? Nope. The activation code.
Perhaps it.
I would love to need to work. What's on the menu? Leave it till later. And that's where we die, right? What do I suggest? Nope.
There
Trying
are.
to recount my steps. Admit it. Okay. So, okay, so where do we go differently?
You're
Rick
special.
remembers. Cool. We got the things. What was your father like?
My father was born Zakuro Moriyama, and he married my mother at the military academy they attended at the age of 23.
Quite a young marriage.
He was a wonderful man, and he died when I was 10 years old.
Sorry to hear that. How did he die?
Suicide.
What?
My father killed himself. And then Andreas Gunther Vogel watched over me until I could take full command of the ship, similar to a regency.
Why did he off himself?
My father felt incredible guilt after the incident involving my mother. He felt somewhat responsible and it ate away at him.
He used to be the most buoyant man on the ship. He was always laughing, but soon stopped at the end. Couldn't even look to anyone in the eye without breaking down. Sorry to hear, but that sounds horrible.
Yes, well, everyone has family, and most are complicated.
I have one more question.
Yes?
Your father's last name was not the same. Okay.
My mother's last name was Yukimura.
However, when on the ship, both she and my father were addressed as Yukimura. So you have a different last name from both your parents?
No, I have a combination. I have Yuki from my mother and Mori from my father.
That's so sweet.
It's 2117. Both men's and women's lineage are weighted equally.
Yeah, of course. So children could be double mixtures of our names.
Our children.
The captain's face flushed in deep red. As soon as thinking seriously about the possibilities. Cool. It's weird. Oh, I forgot this is what the timeline was, even though we skipped over it twice. Anyway.
That sounds like a superb idea. For now.
I don't know what we... Still. Left the bridge. What should we work on? The pocket watch. That's new text. What's the difference? Watch so close. I need to work. What? Do you even... cool.
Of course they look the same. We are in deep space.
Can't deny that you're right.
If we were on Earth and slaves to the sun's routine, then I imagine they would look different. But we...
Cool. Anyway.
Me too. Just two of the many things we will never experience.
What's the things? What? We could mention that towards the lounge glass.
You are right. It is all perspective.
Cool.
I must...
Hold on. We currently chapter 3. We jump, don't jump. So there should be a third option here, right? Maybe. Leave it till later. Cool. Play dumb. Didn't work. Oh, we're still gonna... I'm gonna need to find a way to figure out this out. So hopefully in the next one, hopefully I can, you know, get us the final piece of the answer that we need, and hopefully I can see you there. With that, goodbye.